Let me check for you. Yes, and we are live. Oh, it looks like Figlin just came back on the chat, so hopefully he can join the race. I don't think if he can join qualify, but I'm sure he can join the race. Yeah. Max, yes. Are you able to see that data on your telemetry? Hmm. Okay. hmm So who took P1 last race? I think it was Van Beats, right? Borat. Oh, right. Right. So it looks like both Kia and Zenatius are still in the garage. Hmm. Okay. Tact is a he's a pretty good racer. Really good racer actually. That's up to you. I'm just gonna follow you. I'm not that great at commentating. You're really good at it. So so I'll just follow you. Okay. Okay, sounds good. Oh, oh, the McLaren. Yeah, it looks fine. Oh, we have a yellow flag on track. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, he's entering the pits. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think I personally I feel like this track it's really challenging to manage ARS. There's so many turns happening so fast that you just kind of forget and you kind of get focused on driving, you know? Oh, oh no, Kia. Yeah, he did. He did damage. I saw some wing on the track. Yeah. I wonder what happened. Oh, yes, Captain. So ERS is still at full. Oh, he's spitting. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Or maybe it's yes, back to the garage, you know? No stress. Yeah. Wow, the ERS drains really fast in this track. Right. Drains it. Right. It's gonna be interesting. Let's see how the drivers manage ERS for the race. 50% race. Do you know how many laps this track has for 50%? Yeah, yeah. Oh, so it looks like Captain switched to medium boots. Yeah, yeah, he's trying mediums, I guess. Oh, I see. Okay. So were you picking quality at the end? Is that the tie you take on for the race as well? Or did they put you back in soft? Uh huh. I see. Yeah. Okay, makes sense. So it looks like Tact retired from the session. Oh, I see. Okay. Pfeiffer seems to have some oversteering issues in his racing point. Ah, strategy in play. Hmm. Right. Wow, the top six are within 1 second of each other. It's going to be really interesting to watch. Yeah. Right. Uh, wow. Yes, Abu Dhabi. Wow. Yes.
I've been speaking the whole time with no sound. Yes. God, this stream is going well. um, well, at least we have the sound on yours.
Yeah, it's still streaming here too.
All right. Well, we are on the warm-up lap here, so I'm gonna go back to the race. So, back managed to get the first position in this qualifying, and oh, that's another thing that's really important to know is that in Monaco, it's really hard to overtake. There are not many opportunities to overtake.
Yeah, you could say that again.
Yeah. Yeah, I could repeat it another time. There's 4 people who touched during the warm-up lap, so they're gonna
Oh,
cold
really?
tires. Yep, that looks like in Kia and Black Fox touched, and then that was Pfeiffer and Neil touched.
Okay, here we go.
So that's a really bad camera. There you go. That's a good camera. And away we go. There's a 5 lights, and we get it the start. Taco is able to get a good start, good enough to keep his first position. Borat keeps his second position, and we have Zenacious. Actually, Zenacious was second and moved into third, lost his position to Borat. And then we have Kia, who keeps his fourth, and Deez manages to take fifth over Babushka, who had a really bad start and lost 3 positions. We go to the first chicane, and Taco is able to get a little bit of a gap, and now it's really tight. People are going really slowly. You're not going to go the top speed that you can in this hairpin at the beginning because there's not enough space. Borat is able... Zenacious loses another position here and goes in fourth. He's really struggling. He doesn't look like he has damage, so it's he got overtaken fair and square. So they're gonna be setting into a routine now because actually Taco is able to get an interval of 1.5 seconds in the first lap. They're on the second lap, and Borat is already out of Taco's DRS range. Wow. I think Taco is gonna be... If Taco doesn't make any mistake, that looks like it might be his race for sure. Obviously depends on the strategy, but at 39 laps, I think you're going to be needing... I think everyone is going to be on the 2 stops because... Well, no, it depends. You could still go soft to hards and try to do the whole race on 2 sets. But most people are going to be going on 3 sets, especially since it's Monaco and you lose your wing a lot in there.
A wing a lap?
Yeah, a wing a lap, a wing a lap.
So it looks like Figlin's driving the Renault today. He probably had some issues sitting in his car.
Indeed, and Bacon is not there.
Yeah.
Oh no, Figlin joined after the qualifying, so he got whatever car they gave him.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So yeah, Figlin is not in the Renault. He's supposed to be in the Williams.
DRS is enabled now.
Well, speaking of Figlin, he's really keeping close to Van Beets. He's going to give him trouble. He started on mediums. That means he was on the... He didn't start... What was his start position?
Oh, it looks like we lost Mr. Jesus.
Mr. Jesus is an AI right now?
Yep. Yeah.
That's sad. Position changes. So Figlin gained 6th position. Oh yeah, Figlin started last because he joined after the qualifying. So already
he's a really good driver, isn't he? 6 positions. That's amazing. And I'm sure he doesn't have it set up for the Renault too.
No, for no, he would have been able to get a setup. You can use another car setup on whatever car, but it's not gonna be the best.
It's not finely tuned, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna go back to whatever tires they have. No one has done any pit stops yet, so no use seeing that. But yeah, Figlin is keeping really close right now to Van Beets and making sure, like, DRS is gonna be open this lap. So this is when you want to make things happen. And we have Kriegs, who lost his positions and is now last, pitted on the hards because he probably damaged his wing.
I mean, on the bright side, he does have a really nice helmet.
Figlin collides in the back of Van Beets in the hairpin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was very light touch. There was no damage, but it was like he's trying to keep as close as he can. And we got Zanatius getting a 3 seconds time penalty for corner cutting. Yeah, everyone is keeping really far. It's like there's dirty air. I know there isn't in the game, but it almost looks like there is. It's really hard to keep close to your opponent on this track. So let's see, where is Figlin? There's the DRS zone coming. He's gonna get it now, and oh, Van gets a really bad exit, and Figlin is able to get the run on him. And he keeps it in the corner. Now Van actually loses a lot of time in this corner, and Figlin is away. And Figlin now is going to be attacking Neil. Zeke is closing in on these. I don't think anything is close to happening though. I would look at sub 0.5 gap before I think something's going to happen. And speaking of sub 0.5 gap, Van was able to gain back on Figlin. He's now at 0.6.
Figlin's getting real close to the McLaren there.
Yeah, he's right now. He should just bide his time, stay in the DRS range, and wait for that main straight, where is the best passing opportunity on the track. Some would say the only passing opportunity. Go, you just need to get a better exit on that corner, the tiny chicane that's there. Oh, Neil goes into the wall. He lose the end plate on his car.
Yeah, I mean, it's that pressure, because you know, not only are you focusing on the track, you can also feel the back, the driver behind you, right? So sometimes it's just really challenging to be consistent.
Babushka is in the pit. Gonna go on mediums, so he's counting on making those last for until near the end of the race, and then probably gonna switch on the softs. We have Kreese on the hards. He's been 1 lap now. It's gonna be pretty slow, but if he takes it slow and steady, everyone's gonna have to pit. And right now his gap is just 11.6. So that means he can gain at least 5 positions just from people pitting right now. Zeke has been following Zanatius for a while now, so we're gonna go on board with Zeke. Well, not on board, we're just gonna follow him, but yeah, he's been following Zanatius, always staying in the 6-7 range, so not quite able to get near, but he always does get DRS on the main straight. So that means he's going to be able to follow and really keep in range.
Yeah, I'm really happy that he's holding pace, because I don't know if you remember his last race was not the greatest. He was having a lot of issues.
Yeah, definitely. So Zeke, who finished 16th last race. Yeah, that's really having trouble. Black Fox is now really in attack range of these grills, and he's staying pretty close, a gap going down to 0.2 at times. And Figlin is able to capitalize on them battling, and is now right on the tail of Black Fox.
Oh, so it looks like there's an audio issue. There's an echo.
An echo?
Yeah. Oh, I think it's because I'm streaming the game as well, so my sound's going through.
No.
Okay, so
I found it. It was on my side too.
How do you fix it? Do I just mute my mic, I guess?
No.
My sound?
It's the problem was on my side.
Okay.
Can you say something?
Test 1 2 3.
Perfect. All right. Ooh, Figlin is really side by side. Figlin goes on a huge collision with the Black Fox. Now he's ghosted. So I think there's gonna be definitely a report going on here. Like Figlin was side by side with Black Fox, and Black Fox squeezed him into the wall, which turned him 180 backwards into the track. So now he's losing all those positions. He's got wing damage. Yeah, he's sliding all over the place. His tires are hot. That's gonna be a report for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got wing damage for sure.
Yeah. So he's back into 11th position. He was 8th. That's going to be another climb to go. But he climbed all the way to 8th in 8th lap. So that's 1 position a lap. So if he keeps that up, he still has a chance at going on the podium.
Oh no. He spun again.
Yeah, his tires are going to be hot now. So it's going to be really hard to...
And I think he crashed. I'm pretty sure he crashed to the wall.
So let's go see. Oh yeah, he's into the wall, so he's gonna have to go in reverse. But his race is not finished. It was a very light touch because his wing is still there. So we have the strategies that are starting to show up now. We have these grills and Taco going on the hard tires. They're gonna definitely be trying to go all the way to the end of that race. These grill is getting a really slow pit stop.
Figlin's going into the pits now.
Yeah. You can see just how close that field is. These grills was at the front, and no, he wasn't at the front actually. Taco was at the front, and he went into 5th position from the pit. So that's not that bad. I thought it was closer.
Oh no.
Who was that? That was Babushka.
Babushka spun out.
Yeah, I think he did a reset to track, managed to not screw anyone's race. And we have Borat in the pit now, going on the mediums. So Borat is going for a 2-stop strategy here. You can't do 40 laps on the mediums, that's for sure. So who is going to be next to stop? Just loses. Pfeiffer is now in 7th position, was able to gain from the people pitting.
Zeke is just right after Zanatius right now.
Yeah,
I think he gained the gap, right?
He's gained position from not pitting yet, so he's in 3rd right now. But there's Borat and Taco who are going to be able to get that back once all those people pit. Pfeiffer, however, is on medium since the beginning, so he's not going to pit until a while more. He's going to pit at least 10 laps from now, I would say.
So these grills is getting really close to Jesus now.
These grills, oh yeah, on the hards.
Yeah.
See, okay, let's follow these grills. And just as that happened, we have Zanatius, who is, I think Zanatius spun up. No, he went into the pits. So Zanatius is now pitting. We're going to see what his strategy is. These grills on the hards. So these grills is only 1 pit stop so far, right? Yeah, only 1 pit stop. So that means he's going to be trying to get those hards all the way to the end. And that's very realistic considering in 10 laps he didn't do anything. He didn't lose anything. And we have Mr. Jesus, who just left a little bit of carbon fiber on the circuit, and in these grills is really close. He's into attacking range, but gets a poor exit and is not gonna be able. Even loses a position to Neil, who's on fresh mediums.
That was a beautiful overtake by the McLaren.
Definitely. Like we said, this is the best passing opportunity on this track. If you get a good exit on that corner, which it's a blind corner, you don't really see the apex, so it's really hard to know how to position your car and get a good exit there. Kia is now pitted. He's getting out, and I think he's gonna get out in front of Zeke actually. And this is his first pit, and he's still in first position. So Kia is looking really good. Taco gains back and is now in 2nd position. And wait, what happened? Oh, he took it back. Okay, so Taco was able to take his position back in front and Kia is now 1.5 seconds out of the pit. So the strategy is done. Well, it's not done. Kia is gonna pit again, but Taco's gonna lose a lot of time on those hards. We just saw someone be ghosted here. I think it was these grills. So there's a little bit of weird ghosting going on.
So the McLaren is now at 11th position. There was another overtake by the McLaren.
Yeah. And I just saw Van Beets go out of the pit lane and went really wide, and actually got out of the yellow line, the pit line. I'm gonna go on board with Kia right now. Kia is catching up to Taco. Actually, it was 1.5 second gap when he got out of the pits, and now he's at 0.8. He's gonna be in DRS range and be able to attack, and gets a really good exit on that corner. Kia on the mediums, he's gonna have to make the most of it, and he's gonna have to go in front of Taco and make sure that he builds that gap. Black Fox goes into the pit. Everyone is now... There's only Mr. Jesus who's on really old softs. He decided not to pit yet. Maybe he still feels comfortable. And we have a penalty for Black Fox. 3 seconds penalty.
And I think Bora just put in the fastest lap.
Let's see. Fastest lap is Borat right now with a 1:14.5. That's 600 below Taco's next fastest lap. So that's a really close one. And for the race pace, let's see. Position. So fastest lap, the slowest captain has a 1:18 as his fastest lap, but is still in 8th position because he started on the mediums. And same thing for Deja Vu, as 1:18 fastest lap. So that's it. Everyone is now on either mediums or hards, and we're gonna see the strategies play out. Briggs.
There you go.
Yeah.
Van Beets. Okay, I guess he just overtook him.
Yeah, Van Beets overtook Captain. And Captain goes into the wall. He'd lose the end plate. No, he lost a lot of wing. He's gonna have to pit for that. He's gonna there's 25 laps left, so he's gonna lose a lot of time if he doesn't pit soon. Unfortunately, he lost that just after the pit entry, so that's gonna be another lap without his wing. He's on 13 laps old mediums though, so that's not too bad of a trade-off. He's gonna be able to pit, maybe go on hards. Medium to hard is a good strategy on this track. Oh, Babushka is in the pit, changing his wing, going on the hards. Oh, that's so weird! In my screen, he had a medium tire on his front left wheel and a hard tire on all the other wheels. That was so weird.
That could be a strategy. You never know.
Yeah. There's left turns. Oh wait, it's still. Oh no, now they're all mediums. The interface says that he's on the hards, but it's showing mediums on his car. So
Zanatius just had a slight oversteer. Too bad, because he just had a 0.5 second gap to Black Fox, I believe. But never mind, he just overtook them.
Yeah, Black Fox is now been overtaken, and Pfeiffer got into the wall also. I think that causes a little bit of a change. And now
yeah,
Van
he
Beets,
does have wing damage.
Yeah, Van Beets is right on Pfeiffer's tail now, using really hard engine braking on that turn. Go for the hairpin. There was a little bit of carbon on the track, and Pfeiffer took care of that. Thank you for being the cleaner, vacuum cleaner, Pfeiffer. We go into the tunnel straight. Pfeiffer gets a better exit than Van Beets, so it's not going to be a passing. Oh, maybe it's a passing here.
Wow.
He has to slow down because Pfeiffer is a little bit slower on that straight.
I mean, he does have wing damage, so I guess it's understandable.
Yeah, so he's never gonna be able to get this good of an exit. Actually, no, I think it's because Pfeiffer is out of the RS. Yeah, that's it. Pfeiffer is out of energy, so it's gonna be really easy for Van Beets. He still has a little bit. He's keeping it in overtake mode, and there you go. You go. He's able to keep really close. Pfeiffer goes into the pit, and there you go. Surrenders the position to Van Beets. I'm not gonna fight you anymore. I want my wing back. So now, Kia has not been able to pass Taco yet, and actually Taco has built a little bit of a gap, so he's sitting in front with his hard tires. Definitely gonna be, well, not definitely, it's gonna be really hard for him to go to the end of the race on those tires.
Sorry to interrupt, but it looks like Dallas had a little incident.
Yeah, he's stuck. Where is he stuck? This, okay, he's ghosted. It's just after the hairpin, so he probably spun himself on the hairpin. There's a little bit of carbon on the track.
No, there was a bit of contact between him and Babushka.
Oh, I see.
He spun out. That's potentially going to be a
report.
Yes.
So, yeah. Whoa! The sound of Deja Vu's engine is going on. Yeah. What is happening? There's a weird sound going on with Deja Vu's engine.
He is pitting now.
Yeah. I think it's the network code that's not being good.
Yeah, it's probably some lag issue over there. Kia is getting real close attacked.
Yeah, he is within the RS range now, so if he gets a better exit on the mediums, then he should be able to get really close. That was a really good corner here, and that was also a really good corner. He gets a good exit, and yeah, he is able to keep the gap close. He's able to actually win 1/10 over that straight. So if he keeps this up, that's 5 laps and he is into range of Taco. I believe the slipstream in this game is about half a second if you want a really good slipstream, but you start seeing the effect about a second back. But the straight is so short that this is not what's going to be your main way of overtaking. You have Mr. Jesus, who is also really close to captain right now, so I'm going to go to that because I don't think Kia is going to happen anytime soon. Mr. Jesus is ghosted for some reason, but they're trying. There's a blue flag. Yeah, Deja Vu has been overtaken by a couple people already because he's. Yeah. I think he's almost 2 laps. That looks like 2 laps. He is
ghosted, so I'm not. Oh, there you go. He's pitting now.
He's pitting a 3rd time. I think that's a 3rd time pit.
Yeah, I believe so. But he had to. He did have major wing damage.
Yeah. Oh, there goes. It's a DNF. He goes into the pit and gives up. Babushka with 3 stops. Black Fox already did 2 stops and is 9th position on mediums at this point. That's fresh mediums with 20 laps to go. That's possible. That's possible. Black Fox could be in a position to keep those tires until the end.
Sorry, I'm just still stuck at Tact and Kia. The amount of consistency these two have.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So that's... Who is that? I think that's Mr. Jesus. Yeah, so that was Taco overtaking Mr. Jesus. And wow, actually Kia and Taco are both in the Red Bulls, so that's gonna be a lot of points for the Red Bulls.
Yeah.
And What did they get last race? They got 19 points from Kia finishing.
And Kia. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh
Kia
my
took-
god! I wasn't looking. This is amazing. And Kia was finally able to overtake Taco, and this is now gonna be his opportunity. He needs to build that gap. He has got the mediums, and they are as old as the other guys' hards. So he needs to build that gap and make sure that when comes time to pit, he is able to have enough of a gap to go back and attack on the soft.
Yeah.
Right now it's looking, if he pits right now, he would end up 5th or 6th position, which is not ideal.
Oh, it looks like Captain got a 3-second time penalty.
Look at that, the gap is already 1.6. Kia is definitely building that gap.
Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on with Bora's gearbox.
Oh, that's just a bug on your on the net code.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah, I had the same bug with Deja Vu.
Oh, I see.
So on my side, Borat is all fine.
So it looks like Kia managed a 2-second gap.
Yep,
Against Tact.
2.3 already. So yeah, he was definitely being held up and just had to wait for the good opportunity. And now it's Borat's turn to be slowed down by Taco. So he is 5/10 from him right now, and going into the chicane. They both get that right, so he's gonna stay there. They're both 5/10. This is really much as close as you can stay on Monaco because of the really slow hairpin. Yes. Basically, what has to happen is after the hairpin, the person in front has to make a small mistake for you to catch back up, so you can be below 5/10, like 4 or 3. And then get the DRS on the main straight to get that overtake and to get the DRS and the slipstream together. And you can see after that he's always able to catch up, and now he is at 4/10 and going down to 3/10. But as soon as you hit that hairpin, the nearest you can stay is pretty much 5/10. There you go, they're out of that sector, and that's 5.5/10. So there you go. Oh no, he gets a much better exit in the tunnel straight, and now is at 2/10 in front. You need to keep your distance there and make sure you stay there until the main straight. You're gonna get DRS and slipstream. It looks like this is gonna be an overtake from Borat onto Taco on the main straight, if Taco can keep it within that time frame. There you go, Borat gets a good exit, and it's not going to be, actually Taco also gets a really good exit, so now Borat is not able to catch up onto the main straight, and he's going to have to wait another lap.
Wow, they're both pushing.
Yeah,
You can see some slight lockups here and there.
and they both have a lot of ERS left, but Borat tries to go for an outside move because there's so little opportunity there. You want to try some crazy stuff, but he backs out and doesn't want to cause an incident and lose points and license points. Oh yeah, that's the thing, we have license points now, so when you get penalties that are given for incidents, because we have our own version of the FIA, so when that governing body gives, oh, I think this is going to be an overtake. Borat is on the inside. He backs out just in time. Actually, Taco is going to give him space there. But that means he stays in that range that he needs to be. There's a yellow flag in front. And that is the racing point. He's ghosted though, and he's going into the pit, so that's going to be out. And now Borat is on the main straight. He is within 5/10, but it's not enough. And yeah, he can barely catch up. It's so little.
What a race. It's just so close. Do you know if the Borat has fresh tires than Tact?
Borat and Tact, they both pitted about the same time, but Tact is on the hards.
Oh no, Pfeiffer just got a 5-second time penalty for crossing the pit lane.
There's 3 for corner cutting too.
Yeah.
Let's go see the penalties so far.
So in this season, pit assist is off, and as a driver, you're responsible for not crossing the pit line.
Oof, there's a lot of penalties. Wow. Yeah, I can't. We're gonna have to wait until the end of the race to see them accumulated penalties, because right now, so we have Neil getting out of the pit on the hards, and he is lapped right now, so he's gonna be ghosted from the lobby rules we set up. But luckily for him, he doesn't really have to slow down, and that's just this awkward this awkward overlap of cars.
Pfeiffer got another 5-second penalty for ignoring the blue flags.
Oh no, wow. But we're ghosted. That's bullshit.
I'm just amazed by their consistency. Borat and Tact, they're still at it. It's been 5 laps now, I think.
Yeah.
It's still going at it.
Yeah, well, it's just like Kia versus Tact. It took Kia so long to be able to pass Tact, and now he's built an 8-second gap. So it's not because like they are the same pace. Clearly, Borat is a faster pace than Tact, because he's able to consistently gain back when he loses time.
Right.
Because he's on the mediums. It's just that this track is so hard to overtake that when you are within 1 second of the other person, it means basically nothing. It just means you're keeping up. And I think there's a story in F1 where I don't remember who it was, but there's a driver who had engine problems, who was not able to go fast in Monaco, and was still able to finish first even though he had engine problems for over half of the race. Because it's so hard to overtake. At the end of last lap, Borat was at 1.6 seconds gap from Tact, and now he's at 0.5. But he's over 1 second faster than Tact, and still not able to pass him.
So I think that was Daniel Ricciardo from Red Bull Racing in 2018 you were talking about.
Exactly. Daniel Ricciardo in Red Bull had engine problems for over half of the race and was still able to keep the first position. That's insane.
That's just amazing.
Yes.
Funny enough, Tact is in a Red Bull Racing this season.
Yeah, and it's not an engine problem. You don't have those in multiplayer, but it's the hard tires. He went for the strategy. At 9 laps, he pitted and switched into the hard tires.
Yeah, and it looks like, I think it was Daniel Ricciardo who got a fastest lap in Monaco. 1 minute and 10 seconds. Pretty sure it was
in 2018.
I'm not sure if it was 2018. Yep. It was Daniel Ricciardo, 2018. He set the fastest lap in history for Monaco. And his time. What was his time? (1:10.8).
1:10.8.
Yep.
Can you check also? Isn't it him who's not getting a seat this season?
No, I think that's the other Renault driver.
I don't remember who he is.
Hulkenberg, I believe.
Oh yeah, Hulk.
Yeah, Nico Hulkenberg. Ocon is taking a seat for 2020.
So yeah, Hulkenberg is not getting a seat. Okay, so I was gonna say, if it was Ricciardo not getting a seat this season, I would have been really surprised, because of after you saying that he got the fastest lap, the lap record on Monaco, and then not get a seat, that would have been crazy.
No way, they're definitely tied him into maybe even a 5-year contract. Who knows? He's a really good driver.
We have a battle.
Speaking of good drivers, let's go back to GSR.
Yep, there's a good battle happening right now. Dees Grills is is really close to Neil, so one small mistake. Neil is on the hards and Dees is on the mediums. Oh wow! So the hards, 4 laps old hards. That means he pitted with 15 laps left on the hard, so that was definitely a strategic mistake from Neil, who's now being followed by Dees Grills on the mediums, and he's gonna have trouble keeping it out. And that's definitely gonna be the same situation. It's gonna be the same situation as Borat, Taco, and Kia, where you have someone on the hards holding up someone on the mediums. And Dees is able to keep up with Neil very easily. So that's the difference between 8th and...
Oh!
What's happened?
Babushka spun out. There was a yellow flag there. Does he have wing damage? No wing damage, but he did spin out.
So we have Neil and Figlin battling for 9th. Depending on what the penalties are. I wish we could see what the penalties are. There's no way we can see the penalties. Or is there?
I don't think so.
No.
Speaking of penalties, Zeke received a 3-second penalty for corner cutting.
He's being followed really close by Zenatius, and Zenatius actually takes over on Zeke here, so like not gonna have to worry about those penalties making him lose that position. He straight up lost it. Zenatius with a really, I would expect that was a good move, especially in Monaco.
Yeah, and it seems Zeke has wing damage as well.
And Dees Grills was finally able to get past Neil on the mediums, and Neil actually got a penalty, so loses the position and gets a penalty. That's a very sad day for Neil. Goes into 10th position and now has a 25-second gap. So I don't think his penalty is going to be that high. Oh, that was what the 25-second gap just turned into 20 here. Neil is having a lot of problems. Borat still unable to take on Taco. Taco is defending really well, and well, really as well as you need to defend. Go.
Oh, so Babushka did receive quite a bit of wing damage from that incident that I was mentioning earlier.
Yeah, did he pit for it? No, he didn't pit for it.
No, he didn't.
I guess at this point, he might as well. Yeah,
The
you have
McLaren,
Fuchs pitting. Oh wow, that's a lot of courage. Kia and Borat are gonna go at the end of this race on the mediums.
wow.
Same for Zen and Van Beets, but they are a little bit less pressure there. But Borat with 22 laps already, and he's gonna go all the way to 29 laps on those mediums, is very courageous.
What do you think? You think that's possible?
I think it is possible. Yeah, you're gonna be hitting maybe 65% wear on those tires, I'm gonna guess. So it's still good. Like you're gonna lose lap times for sure, because beyond 50% you start losing lap times a lot. But you don't have risk of puncture or anything. And to be honest, on this track, like we keep saying, losing like half a second or a second of lap time is not the end of the world. You can be faster than the guy ahead by 1 or even 1.5 seconds a lap, and still be able to keep not be able to take over. So, but it looks like Kia's tires are beginning to be a problem though, because he built the gap up to 8 seconds, and that's it. So he wasn't able to build that big of a gap, and that means that when he pits, he's gonna go all the way to 3rd position. No, he's not gonna pit actually.
I don't think he's going to pit. There's 6 laps left.
Yeah.
I mean, his tires are really old, isn't it?
Yeah, 21 laps.
21 laps.
Yeah, I think that's looking good for Kia with those mediums. It's just Taco, he needs to try to keep that position.
Yeah, because Borat's getting really close.
Yeah, Borat has been close for the last 10 laps at least. And I think Taco's tires are starting to give him problems, because now Borat is able to stay even more consistently close. We don't really have any other action happening on the track.
Looks like the McLaren went into the pit.
Yeah, Neil on the pits. Hopefully he's gonna go for softs this time. Yeah, there you go.
Softs with a wing change.
Yeah. Loses a position. He's now out of the points. Mr. Jesus manages to get down to 10th.
That could be a battle happening.
And I don't know, there's like 12-13 seconds gap now, and there's 5 laps to go, so I don't think this is gonna happen. What could happen, however, is Zeke versus Van Beets. Van Beets is on 22 lap old tires, and Zeke is on 3 lap old softs.
Yeah.
But I'm still on the lookout for Borat overtaking Taco.
And it looks like Kia is increasing that gap to 9.8 seconds now.
Yeah.
10 seconds now.
Yeah, Taco is starting to have trouble. Maybe maybe Borat is getting really close and Taco started defending a little bit more instead of just following the racing line. And that makes you lose a lot of time when you're defending. Or maybe Kia was saving ERS. The ERS situation looks like Taco is at half, Borat is almost empty. Borat is using his ERS to try to keep up and collides with the wall, loses a little bit of wing. He loses the end plate of the right side of his car, and now he's even being overtaken by a ghost. That must be confusing for him. He's back to 1 second gap from Taco, and luckily for him, the fourth position is not there to capitalize on this problem. Fourth place is Tenacious with 24 laps old tires, and Borat has 26 laps old. So they're both on the same situation, except that Borat has lost a little bit of his end plate, of his wing.
He seems to be closing that gap.
Yeah, again. So he's back on it. So it doesn't affect him that much. It's just the side plate. It doesn't really generate downforce. It's a little bit of stability, which I don't even think that's modeled in that game. We were looking at Zeke's earlier and thinking that he could bring the gap down with his fresh softs. Well, that didn't happen. He is now sitting at 4 seconds with 3 laps to go. So it doesn't look like he's going to be able to catch up. It's going to be a 6th position for him. Echo touches the wall a little bit here. Black Fox is racing in the middle of them. This is extremely confusing.
Yeah, and maybe that's what's it could be causing some confusion to Borat and Tact as well.
You know, that would have been interesting though, because back markers are part of the strategy in the normal races, and in this case, Black Fox would not be able to do this. He would have to either stand behind or he would be in front, and if he is in front, that means he has to give way, and that means you have to find a good opportunity to pass the back markers on Monaco, which is not easy. So that could be an opportunity. For example, let's say there's a mistake that happens when the back marker gets passed, and then Borat could capitalize on that and actually take take over 2 racers, and then beat Taco, who is holding him up. So I think for the following races, it could be a good idea to disable ghosting. I know a lot of people disagree with that, because what if you get stuck in the castle chicane in Baku or in the hairpin? Like you could easily have a pileup. But I think that's part of the game.
Part of the race.
Yeah,
it happens.
Exactly, that happens, and you always have reset to track. That's possible if a huge pileup happens. Oh, Black Fox did a really big corner cut here. Oh!
Borat's getting real close.
Yeah. This is the hairpin. You can't get much closer than 5/10 in this hairpin. Zeke has managed to bring the gap down to 1 second, so that's a 3-second delta in 2 laps. So there's a big chance that Zeke might be able to catch up on Van Beets. I'm gonna try to get some action. Neil is also really close to Mr. Jesus. That's gonna be some action soon. They're just before the hairpin. This is not gonna happen. There you go, yes. Van Beets with Zeeks with the real nice rear camera view. We're going to the tunnel straight. Borat gets a 3-second time penalty, so that's really good. And oh, he gets past! No, never mind. I confused Taco and Borat. I thought... I'm sad now. I wanted some action.
Yeah. So it looks like he is on his final lap of the race.
Yeah. So this is gonna be the end. So let's see the gaps right now. Gap to leader. There's at 7th position you have 1 lap gap, and at 12th position you have 2 laps, and then you have Babushka who is 3 laps behind. So this is gonna be the end. This is gonna be how it ends. We're gonna go on to Kia. He's gonna pass the straight, and this is the finish. Kia takes the first position until we see the penalties. Then we have Taco going in for the second position. Still followed up really close by Borat, but Borat is not able to take it. Goes through. Borat third. Tenacious is now going in the finish. Finish, 5-second penalty. 5 seconds on serve penalty for Tenacious. Oh, the AI Zeke. Oh no, Zeke and Van Beets. Van Beets actually hits the back of Van Beets in there.
Saw that he got real close. Did he was there a contact?
Yeah, there was contact. Zeke lost a little bit of his wing, but Zeke had less penalties than Van Beets, so he takes the 5th position here. And now we only have Mr. Jesus and Neil. This is another hot one. If there's... Oh, they didn't show us.
Yeah, they didn't let us finish it.
Yeah, so if there was any penalties here, it would be possible for Mr. Jesus to lose this position. So we have the podium here.
That's a familiar face on the podium. Kia. Very consistent
first.
Driver.
And then second was
and Mr. Jesus.
No, Mr. Jesus is in a Haas.
Oh, sorry, Borat.
It's Tact. Tact was in second. And
yes.
So there you go. We have the standings, the final positions here. Kia is first, with a 113 as a best lap.
Look at all the penalties.
Then Taco second, and Borat is third. Kia started fourth and ended first. So really great consistency, and all the top three, the podium, all have only a 3-second penalty here.
3-second penalty. They're all on the 1-stops.
Yeah, there was a lot of 1-stops. Tenacious, Van Beets, and Mr. Jesus all on 1-stop.
Yeah, it looks like 7 people went with the 1-stop strategy.
Yeah,
that's amazing for this track.
Definitely, like really good consistency. Able to keep it off the wall, not lose your wing.
Yeah. Well, that was fun. Thanks for commentating.
Thank you for being there.
Yeah, I tried my best. So should we hop on the racer chat now?
Yeah, I'm gonna put back the standings on the stream. Go back in the free practice radio, see what they have to say.
Of maybe 2 corners.
Oh yeah, I was flying, and then my game started fucking closing on me. It was horrible.
I was pushing you through.
No, you weren't. You were coming right up behind me. Because I gain time, and then I'd lose time, and then I gain time, and I'd lose time, and I know which corners I lose time on.
Wait, so did someone get a blue flag penalty? 5 seconds?
Yeah,
yep.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Few people did.
Even though it goes,
but they're gonna, even though it goes, because you're gonna just, keep
doing can someone get a screenshot of the incidents?
New softs, and Van was on used mediums. I'm like, I'm not gonna not stay in this. I never got one, but Sin got one, and then we'll just get rid of them.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a busy fucking day for me because I have to go through and see all the penalties and the collisions.
Oh.
I won't protest my blue flag because it didn't affect my overall race result. So
is that you, Sin, saying that?
Yeah, it's Sin. It didn't affect my overall result, so it's whatever.
Yeah, it's not terrible then.
Hey Niall, are we actually as close as it appears we are? In my shot, no, never mind. Hold on. Where is our finishing time? Does anyone have the pictures of the finishing times? I got the penalties.
I have it on my stream.
I always forget.
Give me a second.
No one else took screenshots.
Oh wait, I didn't scroll down.
I need a shot of the finishing times. No one has that.
If you go to the recording, will it show you? Or?
No.
No, it's hey, this is Bacon. We have it on the stream. We have it on the stream.
Do you have the penalties too, or no?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So you did the incidents.
Do you have screenshots of it, Bacon? Can you post them, or is it
Yeah.
on the stream?
Let me give me 1 second. Let me just grab those.
Because I need to go through
Because I want
that.
to see if any of my seeing if I need to file anything either based on penalties.
Hey, Tact, are you gonna report me for love tapping your back end a few times in the chicane? I'm sorry, in the hairpin.
I think he disappeared.
Oh, he is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, I tapped him like 8 times, and it didn't do anything to him. Just letting him know I'm there.
Zen, how'd the pass look on your end?
You guys know you can export the videos? I didn't know that.
Dive?
Yeah.
Say word?
Yeah, you hit me.
Did I
It
hit
looks
you?
like you can export the video.
Oh, shit! Yeah, you can. Well, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, it's like 3 gigs when you export. And you have to choose a music tracker or something.
Choose a music track.
Can I just pick the Benny Hill theme?
No, it's pre-provided music tracks. You have to pick one of 5.
Suka bliet.
Suka
I played way too much Counter-Strike, man. Fuck. I learned more German and Russian from that fucking game.
That was a eventful race.
I had a good time. I was kind of gunning for 10th because I had some pace to get there, but I fucked myself up a couple times on strategy, so I was a little out.
Borat,
But I'm happy.
I wish you would have heard me when I was celebrating coming out in front of you in the pits.
Bacon, can you post those right
Why,
into
what
the
happened?
results for me, please?
Yeah, is that good?
Hang on, let me just see. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking. You have the penalties. I need the
You
finishing
fuck.
times. I need to see
Yeah,
if
I
it's
need
worth
the
me
penalty.
filing reports, like on my penalties that I feel should be removed.
finishing times. Oh, okay. All right, 1 second.
Oh man, you know what I think it is? I
Where
think
did
it's
you
dinner
post the
time.
screenshot?
Oh, I PM'd it. You want me to send it to you?
I need the incidents for everyone because I need to go through that.
Alright, so it looks like the conversation already died down, so this is gonna be the end of it. I want to thank everyone for being here. Our next race is gonna be on the next tier 1 race is gonna be Wednesday the 20th of November, and let's see what the schedule is. So the November 20th is gonna be Russia, and we also have in the Sunday we have for tier 2 November 24th. No, November 17th actually. This Sunday we're gonna have. It looks like it's gonna be Australia. So be sure to check in. It's gonna be at 9 p.m. We start the qualifying, and that's it. Thank you for watching, and have a good evening.